You know how, like, most college kids go to a bunch of bars and call it a bar crawl? Um, I'm a college kid, but not that kind. So I thought, what if instead we go to a bunch of used bookstores because I'm still broke because I'm a college kid. Um, and get a bunch of used books. I also want to talk just about how great used bookstores are because we live in a time where things are expensive as all get out. So, one, you're saving money by going to used bookstores. A lot of the times, you're helping with your community in some form by going to a used bookstore. All of the used bookstores in this video are actually supporting local libraries. So, that's amazing. I love libraries because pursuit of knowledge for free. Let's go. And then also, what was the other point? I had another point. I was talking to my mother about this. I should know what my other point was. Oh, and it's kind of like recycling, but with books, because, like, you're using books that have already been used. Overall, it's a win-win-win scenario. So, if you can, I would highly recommend you try to go look for books at used bookstores. I found some of my favorite books there, like my copy of Rebecca I got at a used bookstore, and that is literally one of my favorite books of all time. I'm reading right now a book from a used bookstore, so highly recommend. I'm avid believer in used bookstores. So my plan for this video is me and my girlfriend. I'll tag her video because I think she's also filming. So we're going to 5 different stores in 3 different towns all in the course of a day because why not? Why not spend all my money on books? You know? One last thing. A lot of the time, you can't necessarily find the exact books you're looking for when you're going used bookstore hunting, but sometimes you will. I've found typically if you're looking for classics, you're more likely to find what you're looking for, or just really random books. I have found the most random books at used bookstores. I once found a book, I kid you not, and I read this book because I don't know why. I just decided to. That was literally about Hitler creating vampires. I shit you not. What is your wish list, quote unquote, book? What book are you hoping to find?
Ooh, the larger copies of the Game of Thrones series.
Valid. My wishlist book would have to be The Portrait of Dorian Gray because I used to have a copy of it, loved it, but hated the cover I had of it. So I think I donated it because I was like, fuck this. And so I got a better I want to get a better copy of it. And it's a classic, so I think I should be. I think Game of Thrones also, since it's a really popular series that's been out for a while, you have a solid chance of finding. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the actual pursuit of knowledge. We just finished the first bookstore. My initial goal was to spend less than $50. I'm not currently on course with that plan. I just spent $14 at the first stop. I think I got 5 books. Let's do a little haul. First book, this book. I loved A Little Life, and this is by the same guy. Book number 2. Never heard of this book before, but I love Japanese novels. Most of the Japanese novels I've read, I've loved. And so I'm hoping this will be no different. And also the name, obviously, called to me. I wonder why that is. I got Atonement because I've been wanting to watch this movie. It has Keira Knightley and James McAvoy, I believe. I'm going to be really upset with myself while I'm editing if that was wrong. But I figured I'd get the book because I haven't watched the movie, but I've been meaning to watch the movie. I have Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen because I just finished Emma by Jane Austen, and I loved Emma. I've read Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I like that book too. So I figured why not get another one. Also, it looks like it's a cover from the 80s, and I really like that. And it's in good... All of these books are actually in really good condition. Sometimes you find ones that are kind of like a little iffy, but these are all in really good condition. And they were cheap. So. And then the last book I got was... Woo! I did it! I found the picture of Dorian Gray. I still don't love this cover, but I think I've come to the consensus that I don't think I'm going to find a cover I love of this book, so I might have to remake this cover. But that's okay, because I have other books like that. Maybe I'll make that another video. But that was stop number 1, on to stop number 2. Kalibrovna. So we just came back from the second store. The person working there, the woman working there, so sweet. So sweet. I think that bookstore had a lot more like damaged books, which is fine. They were also 50% off. So like 50% off $1 is half $1. That's pretty great. They also had books that were like 10 cents. So as a whole, would recommend. I got 2 books. So I'm back on track. I'm now under $20. So ultimately we're doing good on the goal now. I've rerouted, we're good. So first book is called All My Mother's Lovers. It sounded interesting. It's queer. It sounded interesting. Never heard of it before, and that's a great thing. You find books you've never heard of before, and then you get to read them. The second book I got as a joke, but it was $1, so I have no regrets. I spent a total of $5. I don't know if I said that already. My favorite show is How I Met Your Mother, and I found something I didn't know they made. The motherfucking playbook. The motherfucking playbook. Do I need this? No. But it's amazing. And I will be looking through this. It's legend. Wait for it. Dairy.
Audience, say it with me. Legendary.
I'll see you guys at the next stop. Yeah, I spent more than I meant to, but that's the biggest of the bookstores. The next 2 are small. I'm hoping for the best. I got 4 books. First one is a collection of 6 plays. Also, everything I spent at this bookstore was $14.25. Collection of 6 plays. I got it because I love All My Sons by Arthur Miller, and I figured there's other books in this with Arthur Miller. Might as well read them. I say that, but I also hated On the Crucible. So, got Normal People. Wasn't expecting to find this, but I found it. Then I got the next 2 I've never heard of. I just was like, oh, alright. They sounded interesting. So I got The Heart is Deceitful Above All Things by J.T. Leroy. Sounded interesting. And then I got Theory by Dion Brand. I hope I said that name right. I think I did. I'm really bad at reading names. So on to stop number 4. Okay, so I'm back in a good position. I only spent $3 at this store because it's pretty small. So I got 2 books for $3. I'm pretty happy about it. The first one I got is Rabbits by Terry Miles. This was on my want to read. I found it at Barnes at one point, but didn't buy it because I was trying to have self-restraint. But since it's $1, oh, I still have my glasses on. Since it's $1, self-restraint doesn't exist. And then I got The Silent Patient, which is also on my want to read, so I'm happy about that. Those were the 2 I got at the 4th bookstore. So headed on to our final stop. Okay, so we just finished up at the last bookstore. I spent 75 cents because apparently everything was half off. Did not know that. I got 2 books. I got 19 Claws and a Blackbird, which was on my want to read. It's by the same person who made Tenders of Flesh, which I read. Had mild thoughts about, but I'd been wanting to read this too, so I figured I'd pick it up anyway. And then I also got a book that I've read 20% of, then got struck in the face by college, so I have not finished, but I got Anna Karenina. I'd been reading it on my Kindle, but I prefer physical copies of books. So now I have a copy of Anna Karenina, and I knew I was waiting to buy this book. I didn't know why, but now I know why, because I got it for 50 cents. Okay, so it's been a bit. I've organized my books, taken a little downtime, read 50 pages of the book I'm currently reading, just kind of let myself rest a little bit, taken off my makeup, and I'm now filming the outro of this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching us buy a lot of books. And by us, I mean, I'm assuming that you will have, or you have already watched my girlfriend's video, which is going to be linked in the description below. These were the totals that I spent, and the total of books I purchased. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.